Two young women, full of dreams and a shared passion for adventure, set off on a journey to Morocco. Louisa Jespersen and Maren Ueland had planned a hiking trip to Mount Toubkal, a majestic peak in the Atlas Mountains that promises breathtaking views and the thrill of exploration. But what began as a once-in-a-lifetime adventure quickly turned into a nightmare that would send shockwaves around the world. Their story is not just about a tragic end. It's filled with unanswered questions, chilling details, and a darkness that lurked in the shadows of one of Morocco's most iconic destinations. What happened on that cold December night in 2018? What led two vibrant lives to a place of unimaginable horror? Stay with me as we unravel the mystery of the Mount Toubkal tragedy. A story that is as haunting as it is unforgettable. In December 2018, two young women from Scandinavia embarked on the adventure of their lives. Louisa Jespersen from Denmark and Maren Ueland from Norway shared a passion for nature, hiking, and exploring the great outdoors. Their destination? The majestic Mount Toubkal in Morocco, a peak that attracts thousands of adventurers every year. What started as an exciting journey filled with dreams and discoveries turned into a heartbreaking tragedy that sent shockwaves around the world. What really happened to Louisa and Maren in those remote Moroccan mountains? Today, we'll delve into the full story, uncover the key details, and reflect on the lessons we can learn from this tragic event. Setting the scene. The Toubkal Mountains. The Toubkal Mountains are a jewel of Morocco. Located near the bustling city of Marrakech, the region is a favorite among trekkers who are drawn to its breathtaking landscapes, rugged trails, and the challenge of summiting North Africa's tallest peak. At 4,167 meters, Mount Toubkal towers above the surrounding countryside, offering panoramic views that stretch for miles. Despite its beauty, this region is remote and unforgiving. Trekkers often camp in isolated spots, far from villages or towns, relying on their own supplies and equipment. While the Toubkal area is generally considered safe, its remoteness can present risks, especially for those unfamiliar with the terrain. Louisa and Maren were experienced travelers, but even they could not have foreseen what lay ahead. The journey begins. Louisa, 24, and Maren, 28, were close friends studying together in Norway. They shared a love for adventure and had been planning their trip to Morocco for months. For them, this was not just a holiday. It was an opportunity to challenge themselves and experience a new culture. Their trip began like any other. The pair spent several days exploring the vibrant streets of Marrakech, immersing themselves in the local culture and enjoying the city's famous souks and cuisine. From there, they headed to Imlil, a small village nestled in the foothills of the Atlas Mountains. Imlil serves as the gateway for most trekkers attempting to climb Mount Toubkal. The village is known for its warm hospitality, with local guides and lodges catering to travelers from all over the world. Louisa and Maren decided to venture out on their own, bypassing the need for a local guide, a common choice for experienced hikers. They planned to camp overnight in the mountains, a decision that, while not unusual, came with its own risks, given the isolation of the region. The disappearance. The last confirmed sighting of Louisa and Maren was in Imlil as they prepared for their trek. They had been seen chatting with locals and other travelers, appearing excited about the journey ahead. They left the village and set up camp in a remote area not far from the main trekking routes. On December 17, 2018, tragedy struck. Local hikers stumbled upon their campsite and discovered an unimaginable scene. The bodies of Louisa and Maren were found outside their tent, and it quickly became clear that they had been victims of a violent attack. Authorities were alerted, and an investigation began immediately. The investigation begins. The Moroccan authorities acted swiftly. Within days, they arrested multiple suspects linked to the crime. As the investigation unfolded, horrifying details emerged. The attackers had premeditated their actions and had specifically targeted the two women. Evidence found at the scene and on the suspects' devices confirmed their involvement. One of the most chilling aspects of the case was a video recorded by the attackers, which showed parts of the assault. This video was later shared on social media, spreading like wildfire and sparking outrage across the globe. Authorities worked to remove the footage, but not before it had been widely circulated, causing immense distress to the victims' families. A deeper motive. During the investigation, it was revealed that the attackers were affiliated with an extremist ideology. Days before the attack, they had recorded another video pledging allegiance to a well-known terrorist organization. Their actions were not random, but part of a deliberate attempt to bring attention to their cause. The Moroccan government, keen to protect its reputation as a safe tourist destination, was determined to deliver justice. The suspects were put on trial, and 3 of them were sentenced to death. While Morocco has not carried out the death penalty since 1993, the sentences were a clear message of zero tolerance for such crimes. Other accomplices received lengthy prison sentences. The global impact. The murders of Louisa and Maren sent shockwaves around the world. Denmark and Norway mourned the loss of 2 bright young women who had their whole lives ahead of them. The case also highlighted broader issues, such as the dangers faced by solo travelers, particularly women, and the need for greater awareness and precautions when exploring remote regions. In Morocco, the tragedy sparked debates about safety in tourist areas. While the Toubkal region is generally considered safe, this incident served as a grim reminder of the potential dangers of venturing into isolated areas without proper precautions. Lessons learned. There are important lessons we can take from this heartbreaking story. While travel is one of life's greatest joys, it's essential to prioritize safety, especially in unfamiliar or remote locations. Here are some key takeaways for travelers. 1. Research your destination. Before heading to a remote area, learn as much as you can about the region, including any safety concerns or recent incidents. 2. Consider hiring a guide. Local guides not only provide valuable knowledge about the terrain, but also act as a layer of protection in isolated areas. 3. Stay connected. Keep friends or family informed about your whereabouts and travel plans, and consider carrying a satellite phone or GPS tracker in remote areas. 4. Trust your instincts. If something feels off or unsafe, don't hesitate to change your plans. Louisa and Maren were experienced and independent travelers, but their story reminds us that even seasoned adventurers are not immune to danger. A reflection on their legacy. Louisa and Maren were more than just victims of a terrible crime. They were daughters, sisters, and friends who lived life to the fullest and inspired others with their courage and sense of adventure. Their story has become a cautionary tale, but it is also a testament to the resilience of their families, who have worked to honor their memory and ensure that their legacy lives on.